Nice move by Khalif. He is 50-10 here at the Marriott Center. Trevor Nell.
Deep, Rich. They're not completely healthy right now, but Richie Saunders is a very good player. Look at that pass.
Here's Johnson.
He knocked down another triple. He's getting his points, but mostly by driving it inside. One of the few outside shots. He's small without any hesitation. Comes down and cans a triple. He has been huge. 25 points now for that young man.
Hands on this team. A lot of success this season. Jackson Robinson.
Just as a freshman, though, Johnny Dawkins going to give him some minutes tonight because they need offense, and he can provide it.
Spencer Johnson leaves Langford in the dust.
Out, they flashed in the middle, and BYU never got organized or got a good trap.
Richie Saunders, the energy.
Coach on the road, he's using his timeouts, and Mark Hope just used one there as well. So both coaches playing a little chess match and just trying to find another run. But TCU has held the ship a little bit, but then
backdoor cut the lane.
Ball doesn't move quite as well without Khalifa, but it does there. Look at
Saunders has.
And you've seen it already in the first two offensive possessions for Iowa State. Their bigs really moved well away from the ball.
The offense remains stagnant for the Bearcats. Backdoor feed, easy.
Smith is so good at coming off of that, ready to fire.
Inside, Waterman.
And they can beat you in a lot of different ways.
Nice backdoor cut.
But that time, good job with the body control, beating Robinson off the bounce.
Waterman for three.
He was looking for the foul ball before he went up for a shot. If you just go up to your shot, you're going to be okay. Look at the pass again.
Cowboy in double figures. Backdoor cut now.
A pass, my good.
Spencer Johnson back in for BYU. Backdoor cut, there's Nell.
Second option. The attention to detail and the attention that you bring to opposing teams. Super hard.
Tic-tac-toe passing by the Cougars. Woo, Ohio.
But you got to score here. Usually excellent out of timeouts. They go inside and saw.
And part of it is the spacing that the threat of the perimeter shot Baylor has around.
Curling is Robinson. He lays on the TCU Horned Frogs. They've made back-to-back NCAA tournaments for the first time in program history, looking to go back-to-back-to-back this year. To Killer, would have cut it to single figures. Saunders.
Traore, who has had a rough night so far working on pain. Dallin Hall.
Caesar. BYU already has 7 threes. They're 18-2 when they make 10 or more.
They've really turned it up on his last couple of possessions. Steal, really solid post defense without fouling.
Johnson, sidewinding in. Johnson, right side of the lane, finishing.
On the open floor, especially if you turn it over. Those live ones kill you. Very aggressive to double Traore there, especially with BYU's ability to shoot.
First, BYU turns the ball over. It allows Cowboys to get out and run. They use their wheels, and they're very good in transition.
Dallin Hall, you want to talk about God-given vision. Mark Pope says he's got it. Feller can't get it to go down. Robinson.
They come out of the locker room here in the second half.
And how about we talk to Joe Lunardi, the possibility of them playing the first and second rounds in Salt Lake City. He said,
Patino just picked up a big win at St. John's in the all-white.
The all-white out against Creighton.
Picking up the space. Khalif is playing way back. And Misi typically goes right there. Went to his left that time. No off the glass.
Trevin Nell. 3.
Daly, even though he's young, he's really good at cutting away from the ball. That was a terrific.
7 for 7, and he has a new career high 19.
Oklahoma State. Halftime when you execute it and run it. And how about that? Against BYU, you get a backdoor finish.
What would you like to see if you're Mark Pope in the closing 3 minutes?
I'd love them to just take a deep breath. You know, again, they can make shots. It's their defense, Rich. I mean, they got to get.
I think UCF wants to win this game. There's Traore, 2 feet in the paint.
Hall for 3. Yes.
Johnny Furphy's been close a couple of times now. 0 for 4 from outside the arc. Hall pulls it.
States on a 6-0 run. Freshmen and sophomores have combined for 17 of the Cowboys' 20. Dallin Hall, the floor general for BYU. Down low, Traore with the left. Gets the bounce. Oklahoma State's led by as many as 20. Nell terminates. Go to the middle. Traore with the...
BYU 1 for 8. 3-point shooting to start the game. BYU, by the way, did not have a midweek game, so the last time they played was at home in their win over Texas. Quick ball movement to Robinson in the corner. Good.
Credit BYU. Their defense has been activated.
Robinson working that pick and roll, that mid.
Watch this 5-out offense now. They call this guy the Egyptian magician.
Khalifa orchestrating. Saunders
from Bill Self.
Sellers converts on the 1-and-1. It's a 1-point game. Cougars path wide open.
Twist action, but he's so good at setting the screens on the correct angle.
If you go in, he gets extra aggressive. Oh, good pass. Great backdoor.
Really good start for the Cougs. Ball moves well. Look at that late pass. Love that. How good is that?
Confident offensive player. Whether he's down in the post, he's very decisive down there and not afraid to shoot with range.
Give and go, and it went.
Assist. Gets the rebound and the assist on the second chance points.
First basket of the game for Newton. Another give and go. Nell. Jackson Robinson. Working on Walter. Khalifa. Wide open.
And look at the work he's doing on defense as well. Khalifa.
Up here, Iowa State has a chance to close out the half offensively.
Khalifa, the distress.
McDowell's just 8 for 24.
When they've been able to get out and run, it's been their most consistent offense.
Waterman.
This conference. Wow. See the wrap around. Waterman, no follow. Create some turnovers now. They're going to need it. Approach the 5.5-minute mark. Khalifa looking for some options. Sends that one-hand bounce pass. Hall elected not to shoot it.
To 69% from the line this year. His career 74%. Just a wide open man. Trevin Nell had no.
You hear the Texas bench saying hand up because Waterman's starting to feel it. In the corner, that's Johnson.
I want to see a veteran TCU team in the second round if I'm a 1 seed. No, thank you. The Big 12 is so deep.
Corner and trap, but K-State did a good job identifying and reversing the ball before BYU could rotate out. That BYU's defense is very underrated. That time just locked down on K-State.
Johnson around and in.
The pass fake is your friend, and it was there for Soares.
But when you put teams in rotation.
High in the yard. They got to, I think their strength is getting to that basket.
Behind the back. Khalifa can't deny the
handle in traffic. He's missed a couple of those early, but that time extended right to the rim.
Kansas State continues to stay within arm's length. Nell likes his smash. Locked at 14 inside of 10 minutes in the first half. Pete Souza and the coach, Kim Welsh, from the Marriott Center.
35 left.
And let's not forget, Waterman is 6'11". Kaluma's only about 6'7". To post them up, shoot over the top of them, you're right. Kaluma is feeling it. 7 or 8 losses.
Very possible. Uzan misses his first shot attempt of the game. Johnson looking for Foose, gets it down low, and he... Nice pass underneath. Saunders waits, scores, and...
The neighborhood is also extremely skilled down low. Kansas State's best post scorer, and we've also seen at times where he can really get going if they allow him to.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native is McNair.
But the possession arrow next time will go to Duquesne, which could be heavy late in this ballgame. Robinson off the screen. Robinson right side of the lane. Robinson using his body.
He went up the tunnel with a member of the support staff, but all systems go right now for the big fella. A dribbling display by Jackson.
So quickly, and he used that feet. He's so good at playing powerful basketball, but also with a nice touch in the middle of the floor.
Johnson pump fakes. Nice defense from Jones and Payne. Waterman, though, wide open.
Out. Not your day, dude. Mark Pope couldn't talk highly enough about Khalifa and his passing ability. Look at
somebody else. BYU 0 for 6 from beyond the arc in the second half. Paul. Robinson for 3. Open.
Did not play it well. Since then, that screener's defender has been up. Under 3 minutes to play in this first half. Backdoor cut.
Last 22, the Cyclones have been getting open threes. They just have not been hitting them.
He has been excellent off the bench all season.
End up playing the first and second rounds in Salt Lake City. Is that a possibility? And would the committee do that? Maybe it would give him too much advantage. What are your thoughts or experience?
Behind him, he's got to give a little bit more resistance on the denial.
Stewart with that burst off the dribble. Knocks.
Well, tied at 4, just about 4 minutes into the game. Dallin Hall, he gets downhill. Wow!
The largest lead for the Houston Cougars. The lob at the rim.
Opposite, and those shooters opposite are always ready to shoot.
11 points for Bridges on the night. 2 of 4 from long distance. Maybe one pass too many there by Hall. Khalifa now likes the matchup against the smaller Dennis. Wide open, can't leave.
The problem is they don't match him the way BYU does over 40 minutes.
Nell.
King coming up 16 points at Central Florida on Saturday. Saunders hops into the lane.
12-2 run for BYU. Can they extend? Down by 17 at half.
Where they're going to try to go back outside or no? Post.
Khalifa dials from deep.
24 for Johnson. On the shot clock for BYU.
3-point attempt number 4 of the night.
And you can tell by his reaction, the way he reacted to finally seeing the ball go through the net as a guy who was hungry to finally hit one.
Hand off Saunders. Hooks into Uzan.
So again, today, Brandon Garrison has made more veteran-like offensive plays. We've seen him face up. We've seen him score in the post. You see right there, waiting on the dump down.
15 points and 5 rebounds for Garrison, the freshman. Hall somehow finds an alley to get it to Traore.
BYU. Cougars in white, BYU. That's going to get confusing for us, too, tonight. 14-4 overall. They're 2-3 in Big 12 play as Ali Khalifa.
Guards and forwards and wings more involved on the glass.
Dallin Hall like an ice hockey player going behind.
Bounce back from a loss against Oklahoma State where they had won 4 of their previous 5.
Sure that Spencer Johnson didn't tip that in. They were right in the vicinity. Look at his shooting.
Now, the #1 net team in that conference right now.
Passed it in there, but he was under control with the 2-foot jump stop.
Saunders wins the race. 56 from 3. That 3 a moment ago was his 13th in conference play. What a cut, Waterman.
From the outside, he's too pure.
The guy was 0 of 5 against Baylor. Last time out from beyond the three-point arc. He is
them because he's getting that lane down that right side on the wing. He can finish that shot. He needs to attack.
Traore.
Robinson feeds Foose. Backing down Slazinski. 3, right corner. Good.
The top. That's their offense. But the difference is Khalifa is an elite passer running their stuff from the top. Particularly, he's only made 18 on the season, but looked comfortable in that set.
BYU with the basketball. They're 3 of 5 from the floor tonight. We just saw the big 3 from Anderson there.
Waterman in the starting lineup. There was some concern he may not play tonight. He started becoming ill in Morgantown, which did affect his play on Saturday against the Mountaineers. He was a little limited in the shoot-around earlier today.
He wasn't there on the catch in battle. This guy's that quick release.
Another open look for Johnson.
They have answered the call from Wes Miller's rallying cry at half.
To start the second half, they're already 4 of 7.
11 minutes to play. Ali Khalifa, open lane.
12's not insurmountable. You got 3.5 to cut into this lead before you go into the locker room at halftime. Look at that back door.
Ball stuck to the back rim. Oklahoma State with their largest lead once again. It's up to 15 here in this first half. Robinson, follow away.
Now Richie Saunders.
And that was one of the things he pointed out. He said, we have to make Ali Khalifa uncomfortable and pass the ball up. Here he is, faking the 3.
Shooters on that backside.
Well, it's being done by their defense.
Now fouled.
From Robinson about, on the leading score, I should be starting. Whatever it takes to win, he told Coach.
Jackson Robinson launching.
Congratulations, Coach Dante Jackson.
Yes.
The Grambling State Tigers from the SWAC.
Now, shot fake. Now, runner is good. That's
BYU needs some threes. They're 6 for 27, 22% from downtown. Robinson underneath. Traore shovels. Nell dashing baseline.
Good, but not good enough to win in this league because you have to be at the top of your game every night.
Saunders, nice backdoor cut. Hall found him. He drops it off.
No, that's a good job by Creasy. They need something. They need to get going. He can put some pressure on this defense.
Traore defended by Sumnick. Trying to back him down. Spinning with the right hand. And
just a defensive efficiency in the nation for KenPom. When you shoot the ball well, chances are you're going to defend well, too.
Spencer Johnson out here to Khalifa. He'll take the shot.
Sensational freshman. To the 10. 4th straight game against a ranked opponent for UCF. Life in the Big 12. Trevin Nell for 3. Oh, here is Trey Stewart. Cat-like quickness. One of the best athletes in the country, according to Mark Pope. Traore. Johnson. Wow. What do the Cougars do here, Coach?
They're gonna do their thing. They're gonna see if they can run their offense through Khalifa.
Robin
found his teammate Sellers on the wing.
Jalen Sellers can make it look easy. Nell to the hole.
Jackson Robinson, 3.
Dallin Hall had a career-high 12 assists on Saturday in Morgantown. A lot of that due to the absence of Ali Khalifa. Hall picked up the assist that we're missing with an absent Khalifa due to illness. Traore over Moore.
Wide open by Sellers at half court. Here's Khalifa. Checked by Silla. 8 to shoot for the Cougs. 5 on the clock. Waterman. Shot fake. Got it. Punch, counter punch. Good response from the Knights.
Here in the second half as the Cougars start clicking on all cylinders inside and out.
Inside of 30 seconds. Jackson Robinson trying to
get off. 6 on the game clock. Spencer Johnson trying to go one-on-one. Gets to the cup. Reverse.
You think Norm Nixon is a little nervous right now?
I don't think Norm was ever nervous. Robinson step back 3. It's good.
Rebounding, he said, particularly in the offensive boards, that's where we thrive. He said offensively, being on our heels, not being able to play in transition, he said, I need our guys to shoot with a little bit more confidence in the second half.
They're going to need it. 25 and white in the absence of their normal starter, Warren Washington. Again, Darian Williams on the floor, one of the best players for the Red Raiders, but he has a bad ankle. Traore.
6-0 basketball game.
Here's Dallin Hall. Finds Khalifa wide open. Tease
about Khalifa being such a great passing big man. I can show you my skills too, and it's beautiful delivery of the basketball twice now on backdoor cutters.
Second assist of the night for Garrison. Traore going to try his hand again.
Let's see what the Cougs come out of the timeout with. Go into Traore. I like it. I like it.
ESPN2, and you guys haven't seen a made shot yet if you waited to join us when we came on ESPN2. It's going to happen, I promise.
Nell, he's got a cut.
Paul says, you want me to go right? I'll go right, but let me drop it off from the main man.
Different looks, Khalifa, Traore. Obviously, they play a different way with each of them into the game, and Traore gives them more of a presence around the basket.
Speaking of which, up their sleeves.
Well, BYU's got to hold their own on the glass as well, and TCU dominated that end in the first half.
Dallin Hall holds the ball above his head, staring into the eyes of Avery Anderson.
On the all-freshman team in the American Conference, and of course, the first year in the Big 12 for both Houston and BYU. Dallin Hall all the way to the
drought, longer than 2.5 minutes.
Good slip. There's a switch.
Robinson, you bet.
Cougs with momentum cross half court.
Then you go right back to him. Jackson Robinson might be your answer.
Robinson slides to the hole, pulls up at the elbow.
Today's game, but also to today's player.
Nice look from Johnson to
part of their offense. They miss shots, a lot of shots, but that is their contingency, to mash that offensive glass.
Averages 7th most offensive rebounds per game in the country. Ali Khalifa again from deep.
So
So 1 point lead for the Mountaineers midway through the first half in Morgantown. Dalen Hall, kick to the corner. Saunders bounces around.
The offensive player didn't get by him. And there's a lot of contact out here on both ends.
Tiki in the game with Traore on the bench. Hall, ball fake down the lane, drives.
Clear out there on the offensive foul on Misi. Trevin Nell.
They missed it last year after 4 straight trips to the NCAA. What do you think their chances are of advancing?
I think they're good, Rich, especially if they defend.
If you can get it to the under 8 and you're still within a possession, I think you wait till you get to the under 4.
Ride with what got you here.
Traore's been a beast inside.
Nice kick to the corner. Waterman for 3. Cougars can stretch it here.
What a game, Drew. What a game.
And what an atmosphere. Switched on to Hall. Steps back. Yes!
Dynamic out of the pick and roll, especially if you give them freedom of movement.
Ali Khalifa steps.
Hall's knocked down a couple of threes here in the first half. He's going to try another one.
5 men for both teams out of the timeout.
Hall controls with 4 fouls. He penetrates once it gets
for Suter.
Saunders for 3.
Never quits on a play and then blows a kiss to somebody in the first row. Extra pass, Waterman. He rattled him downtown. Well, a good job getting into the paint, carving up the defense, and kicking out. Good to see one go in for Brock Cunningham.
Robinson all alone.
Hall with the blow by.
Last 3, he's averaging 13 points a game. He's just looking more comfortable, and you can tell he's playing more confident.
Johnson, there.
Into that screen, but he's the muscle guy. You can tell by the arms.
That used to happen a lot in practice here between Trevin Nell and Caleb Loney. Dumped inside, at the rim, and 1. Fousseyni Traore.
Coming, you get everybody's tickets, but
so he needed 9 teammates basically, and, well, 8 in his own. He hit 36, so you'll hear the crowd reacting when Johnson finds the scoring column again. You asked him if it makes him play a little more intense, and you said, yeah, I think it will tonight.
Hey, you might be a little bit more aggressive because you want to play well in front of your...
Since he was coming off the screen and picked him off, you got to be stable and let the offensive player with the ball bring the defender to you.
Robinson again. He can use that quick first step to get to the rack.
Inside of a minute left in the first half. Richie Saunders fakes and penetrates. Basketball game for TCU. Team wearing number 5. Turned 25 yesterday. One of the oldest players in the NCAA. One of the craftiest players in the NCAA. Khalifa.
Here's Dawson Baker. Robinson around the corner. Up over Powell.
Just facilities and the university, but just the stop on the Big 12 tour. Look.
The crowd rises to its feet here in Bramlage Coliseum. The Octagon of Doom. Can the Cougars quiet the crowd? Traore working in the post.
Tech down just 7. Hall left alone.
Got country and DeJuan Harris.
Harris on the top 10 list for the Bob Cousy Award, which goes to the best point guard in America. All the sophomores switched on to Adams. Now Dickinson.
Big on little. Good take.
And Hall takes it.
Dallin Hall. A lot of real estate to work with.
Defensive player one of the leaders in steals, not only in the Atlantic 10, but in the nation.
Well, Coach Dambrot told AJ on the way out that he calls him the Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah, Stealer. Traore tried to answer, and he does.
When a team has momentum, and those are the shots that got to go in. There's a big one there for Jalen Bridges.
Noah Wall.
And here is the maestro, Dallin Hall. Drifts to his right, finds daylight.
Payne's made 3 threes on the entire season. They need to work the ball.
Dallin Hall does a number on Payne, up and
in the top 25 as of yesterday. BYU just has kind of crept up. 22 last week, 21 this week.
And potentially almost 10 teams in the tournament. That's
4 hours of college hoops. You can also watch on ESPN app from anywhere. What a Saturday for college hoops, right? I heard Reese Davis say today on game day, Arkansas was fine. Nice job.
Rarely takes a breather. Dallin Hall did just there for a moment.
Oh, nice dribble. Look at this.
Khalifa, top of the key. Yeah.
Offensively, he can give you 20, he can give you 5, but his confidence never wavers.
And tonight he's giving him 10. Hall, the lob. Atiki brings it down, trying to work on Misi. The 7-footer.
Cam Griffin for these Cowboys.
He's got 6 for Wyoming. Hall for 3.
Sludge. And he gets to his spot.
Khalifa finds his.
Not getting impatient at all. Tremendous poise in the backcourt.
And on the defensive end, they've held BYU without a field goal for over 7.5 minutes. Waterman 3-2. Oh, he back.
Be back next season.
9 newcomers is always a difficult thing to try to get everybody on the same page. Then you got injuries on top of it. But look at Jackson Robinson.
Khalifa, that's his skill. Saunders going to try to operate.
Traore.
Hall, 3 for them. Convincing our guys that they may look like choir boys, but they are.
It's on it twice now. Big 3 from Victor Larkin, who has been working on that part of his game the last 2 off seasons and much more comfortable with it this year. Backdoor feed from Khalifa, and
He's only played 3 games and then he missed one. So it wasn't me that jinxed him that time.
Waterman up for 3.
Side, that's got to be a bucket, or at least a foul or 2 foul shots.
Attacking with the dribble.
Khalifa, nice look back door.
Seconds on the shot clock for the Cougs.
Last week, Texas Tech trailed Kansas State in this building by 11 at the half.
Hall, Saunders.
What? Also won an NBA title with the Denver Nuggets. Her dad Danny played here as well. Now looking to get himself going, flips it up and in.
On the shot clock for BYU. Still got to quickly get a shot off here. And Saunders catch and shoot 3.
History to hit 60 wins when he took over.
As we mentioned a little bit ago, they've made almost a seamless.
In denial, Rich. That's when they hit you with that backdoor cut.
Diallo to the bench. Off the end.
Call looks like Sellers did tip it last.
Jackson Robinson launches.
Of that offense.
Hall inbounds.
Nice.
Khalifa on life support. Let's see what they can do. Hall off of a nice inbounds play to Richie.
Go with it.
Yeah.
It's a tough place to give him the ball.
Seemed like he had a little extra mustard on the pass off of Timberlake too. Traore waits, scores. Good for Mark Pope. Traore and Robinson stay in from the bench unit. Hall on the dribble drive. He's been
one.
And you're playing in Bramlage Coliseum too. You're not on the road.
You're not on the road. I mean, I can see it. Maybe you're in Allen or something like that, but you're at home.
Spencer Johnson wiggles his
season
He knew he had to get older, get tougher, guys who would buy in, and that's the group that did it.
Saunders. Robinson will inbound. Hall, who has such great vision, uses it to find Nell for three.
Offensively today, they've been much more patient today than they have been. And their defense has been good. Again, they're a good defensive team. Inside, that's Fusco.